Hello and welcome to Nuggets for Wisdom. We're excited and glad that you joined us today, and we believe that you've been encouraged and blessed by the few tips we've been sending out. If you want to find tips and strategies to encourage yourself to make your marriage or relationship stronger, go ahead and subscribe to Nuggets for Wisdom. Anyway, today we're talking about forgiveness.
Yep.
And I'm going to be asking my wife a few questions on forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness. What's on your mind?
Well, forgiveness. I think one of the things is forgiveness is one of the hardest thing that you can ask anyone to do. So, in essence, I was just thinking about how hard sometimes when someone upsets you to actually let go. It depends on it though, isn't it? Depends on that level.
So maybe not too much of going into what forgiveness, but why forgiveness in relationship? Why is it why is there an emphasis on it more than any other relationship? Why is it so important? Yeah.
Well, forgiveness is important in any form of relationship. Yeah, of course we're focusing on marriage or normal what do they call it? Emotional relationship. Mm-hmm. But forgiveness is important, not mainly for the person who upset you, but it's for you. It's for you. It's for you to live a more healthy and happy life.
So expand more on that. Why is it for me? Why me? Why can't I just flow with my emotions when I feel like holding a grudge? I hold a grudge. Why me?
Because our emotions tend to drive us. Our feelings tend to drive our lives. We have to make a conscious effort to not allow our feelings to drive our life. We have to make a conscious effort to allow our actions, our premeditated actions, to drive our lives. And what hurts or pains tend to do is set the tone for our lives. So in essence, when someone upsets me, I can decide that I'm too upset to forgive them. I can decide that they owe me something, and that kind of clouds not only my relationship with that person, but kind of filters into my relationship with other people.
But it's beginning to sound unfair here, because I'm the person hurting and you're saying I'm the one who has a responsibility to do something.
You know, most of the time you kind of think so. You're like, why should I forgive them? In fact, from my own example, I know that when you don't forgive someone, you tend to live your life in kind of like a box from the person's perspective. So you're thinking, oh, they're smiling now and I'm hurting. Well, what gives them the right to smile? Then you become more upset. Oh, you hear that they have a promotion and you're hurting. So yeah.
But one thing about unforgiveness is also that you kind of hold back, isn't it? Because I'm thinking, let's take our relationship for instance. If I have something against you and I see maybe something I know you like, I'm thinking, no, I'm not happy, so I'm not going to make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it? So it stops me from being myself.
Yeah. So I know that you always give this example that if you're an apple tree, just because someone upset you, do you change? If the person wants to pluck a fruit from you, do you then change to a lime or lemon for that person? So that's kind of the tendency when you're unforgiving. Now, the point is this. It's not that the person did not upset you. It's not that you're not hurt. But what you're doing is you're choosing to allow God to heal you. Because one thing I have found out is whether the person says sorry or not, it doesn't actually change anything. It doesn't change the pain that you feel. Okay.
So let's talk about the process here, maybe a little bit. So for us or for you, how has that worked out? What is it you have to do to make it easier for you to forgive me?
Okay, so I was just thinking about our relationship, and earlier on, if you've listened to some of our earlier tips, you find out that we set boundaries in our relationship to allow us to function, to allow us to deal with our conflicts. So one of the boundaries we set is you're not allowed not to talk to someone. So if I'm upset with my husband, for instance, one of the boundaries we set is you're not allowed to keep malice. Okay. Now, for me, that was really difficult because when I'm upset, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So But practicing that helped me.
So stopping you a little bit. So, but if I hold a grudge, that means it prolongs the hurt and the pain, or it prolongs the friction that
between
we have.
us. So for us, that helped us. Practicing that helps us. So what I wanted to emphasize is when you upset me and I'm still reeling from the anger, at that point I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But setting the boundaries helped us as in practice, because it wasn't that easy. So what used to happen is when I what used to happen is when I then decide to talk to you, even at the time of my pain. So what used to happen is my feelings then follow my actions.
So you're saying I don't have to feel it before I begin to forgive.
Oh yeah.
So because
exactly.
I want to begin because the normal thing is I want brood on it a little bit and wait until I feel good before I begin to see, okay, I'll begin to redress and restore the relationship.
Yeah, no, I think it's the wrong way around. That's allowing our feelings.
That's tough.
Yeah, that is actually tough, but it's healthier. It has helped us. So in essence, it is the right way to do things. You allow your actions to be on the driver's seat for your life, so your emotions and your feelings follow. It has worked for us in our relationship.
But we've had people who would say this, I have a grudge or have a disagreement or we had a fight and we're not talking for days, we're not talking for we've not talked to each other. So is that a kind of unforgiveness?
Yeah, of course it is. It's because you're not ready to let go. It's not ready. It comes in different forms. Some are really harder than others. So it's not. I'm not saying this is easy, and I'm not saying it is fair. But for our health, it is good. For our relationship, it is good. For our own life, for moving on, it is good.
So what would you say to someone who says that's what we've done over the years? If we have a grudge, we just don't speak for days until we recover, and then we'll come back together. First of all, what's that doing to the relationship? Number two, what can we do to stop that?
So in that, what's it doing to your relationship? The Bible says where there is strife, where there is envy, the devil has a foothold.
James 3:16.
Yeah, the devil have a lot of access. So in essence, you're fighting or you're getting upset about something in your relationship. And what it then does is your back door is opened a bit. So the devil brings other things that you're not even thinking about into that relationship. So in essence, we're giving access to the enemy to afflict us more, even though that's not our intention.
So you said we want, one of it is that it's hurting and damaging our relationship, also creating an environment where so many other things can foster.
Yeah.
But what of a situation where someone is saying, I'm the one who always takes that first step. I'm the one who always takes that first step. My spouse or my partner just doesn't worry. It doesn't matter to him or her. They can go on for days not talking or holding a grudge.
Well, pride that you're telling me that your spouse is proud that they're refusing to step down. So pride will affect and harm your relationship as well. But what you are doing is you're helping yourself. First of all, you're changing the atmosphere in your home and in your own life. It helps you to move on. You're sowing a seed that you will reap the reward of. Now you have to kind of start praying for your spouse so it doesn't allow pride to ruin their own life. First of all.
So at the end of the day, what we're saying is there is no winner here. No. It doesn't matter who starts the process of restoration first. So everything you do will build a wonderful relationship, will help you to build a wonderful home, will help you to heal more. Apart from that, will help you to go on with your relationship. Because when you find out that this hurts, what they do is they hurt our relationship. They hurt our friendship, they hurt our children, they hurt our family and our loved ones. You can't build that lovely marriage or lovely union that you've always wanted to build. And so we're saying to you today, forgiveness is the way to go. We can always learn. We are learning as well. We keep learning, but the truth is there is no better way. Unforgiveness doesn't work. Forgiveness definitely does work. So I want to encourage you to, like we said before, if you want tips on how and strategies on how to build a great relationship, a wonderful relationship, one that it doesn't matter where you've been, the hurt you've been, one that can easily be restored, we encourage you to subscribe to this channel and tell us about what you think about what we said today. So see you soon.